I think I see what you're trying to say. What I wanted to bring up was Lil Peep, R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Is that the sort of
Peep.
like sing-songy, insistent, hypnotic chorus and verse quality of Post is like it's very much what Lil Peep did.
Yeah.
But it's also influenced by like emo music and pop music.
Yes.
Like it's all, I think it's just trying to needle at the idea that it really doesn't matter. The aesthetics really are, I think in this case, trappings. I don't think that it's the point. I don't think it's the, I think there's a lot of, including the Jason Weiss writing in the Post, Jeff Weiss, excuse me. So many J's. Yes, there are certainly like there's elements of hip hop, but it's all about just like the hooks and the feelings.
Yeah.
And there's some marketing of himself as hip hop in order to succeed in this pop landscape.
Yes.
You can't deny that. If he came on this stage as a folky, he wouldn't get the same, but he's not a folky.
But he also presents himself as like a country guy as well.
There's country, there's pop, there's rock. Like he plays guitar, like he brings out the guitar in his live shows, which the writer mocks incessantly.
Sure.
It's hard to put my finger on, and I want to bring Miley Cyrus up again because what Miley Cyrus did in 2014.
Oh, God, yeah,
2013,
yeah.
When
were those lines?
That,
when were those lines blurred at the MTV?
I think it was 2013
Video Music Awards.
Yeah, I think it was 2013. She did not start out with that type of presentation.
No,
she started out quite literally as a child, which is a whole nother. We've talked about the Disney star labor problem, as it were. But she, at least for her first couple of albums, was about being this sort of like almost Kelly Clarkson, like empowered woman, very much like the classic pop mold. And then she chose to go. She chose to twerk.
She chose to twerk. She did that.
She sized up. I think she looked at the market and sized it up and said, not necessarily this is what I need to do to succeed, but this is what I need to do to shock people.
Sure.
I don't think Post Malone is trying to shock people.
No.
Even as he's getting tattoos all over his face.
Can we talk about the tattoos for a second?
Let's talk about the face tattoo.
God, I mean, whatever the opposite of a glow up is what Post Malone did, but it also is like very identifiable to him. And it is one of the things that makes him the most 2018 guy is like being a like fairly like easily successful, amiable, normal. He is actually in the end very normal, which is part of his thing.
Yeah,
he likes drinking Bud Lights and playing beer pong, smoking cigarettes, and like singing about how he maybe let down a girl who also maybe let him down. Like it's all extremely normy, which he articulates in a very clear way that also rhymes, and I think that is like 90% of his appeal.
Yes,
in terms of like his lyrics and presentation.
Yes,
but then he had this whole face tattoo glow up, and just like imagine going from like a stadium vendor's son with little college education to one of the most popular people on earth from age 18 to 21 and between 21 and 23 being like, I'm gonna get 60% of my face tattooed.
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
Post, I love you, dude, but I feel like it's not
Are you just trying to think about old Post Malone?
Yeah, I know.
Post Malone.
I mean, well, the real foresight he has is getting the words "always tired" tattooed under his eyeballs.
That shit's gonna age like wine, baby.
Yeah, because the older he gets, the more always tired he will become, and the more emblematic of that feeling those tattoos will become.
Yeah.
Imagine the 80-year-old who got always tired tattooed under their eyes at age 22.
When I was a waitress at a diner, one of my regulars was named Malcolm, and Malcolm had a like ancient tattoo on his bicep of a like pinup girl, and it said Connie.
Did you ever ask him who Connie was?
I wasn't that bold. I was like, if he's going to tell me about Connie, like he'll bring it up. But it was like,
know about Connie.
God, he must be dead now. R.I.P. Malcolm. If you are still alive,
Rip.
Congratulations, because you're old as fuck. But that sort of murky, almost like green, like teal color of tattoo that's just like, it's been around for so long. I found it kind of romantic in a weird way. I think that him getting tattoos on his face is sort of just triumphing over squareness.
It is.
It's the easiest. It's a one-way ticket. As someone who presents as square, and yet I would say I have urges and desires that go beyond the square, a rounded square, perhaps.
A rounded square.
There's no better way to go from square to you've got something else going on than getting a face tattoo.
Yeah, that's true.
All white ladies are getting like arm tattoos now.
Yeah.
Everyone's getting stick and pokes now. Like that's like an Instagram phenomenon.
Yeah.
But like Post took it a step further. And I think here's how I want to wrap it up, or we don't have to wrap it up. If you want to talk about his face tattoos more, we can talk about them more.
Well, I have one more point about his face tattoos.
Okay. Well, my point is that when punk rock happened in the late 70s, and everyone was like,
concept.
Punk, have you heard of a punked rock?
Whom among us does not enjoy a punked rock?
The way people dressed and presented themselves was incredibly shocking, outrageous. A lot of it was just like a sort of weird branding experiment, pyramid, or
punk rock was a way to sell pants.
It was a way to sell pants. Yep. That was all a thing. But I think that this evolution is what's shocking now. I think the idea of
you gotta
permanently
push the envelope.
Yeah,
right?
I think that we have not. Human beings have not stopped trying to figure out how to just like show that you are not normal with your face and body. Yeah. Where it's only going to get wilder.
It's true.
Yeah.
I mean that is like one of the maybe most cyberpunk things about the world, is that like a body modifications will continue to grow in ways that make them shocking but acceptable.
Yeah. Barely on the margins of acceptability. It helps to be white. And it helps to be rich.
It does.
People will treat you a lot better.
I will say,
if you have face tattoos.
I believe in you and I hope in you, my dude. But as another white guy with endless feelings of invincibility at the age 23, Post, I hope you don't have a receding hairline and got a hairline outlining barbed wire tattoo at the age 23, because that shit happens.
He's going to have to fence it up.
Yeah, you don't know where your hairline's going to go. It could go wild places.
Yeah.
It could dip from the middle. It could dip from both sides in like a lobe pattern like mine is. And then you're going to have a permanent marker of the furthest reach of your hair when it was the most virile, and you will always forever know that is the western expansion of your hair,
the Louisiana Purchase of your hair.
Yeah, exactly. It's as far as it goes.
He'll work with it. Work with it. I think I'm, and maybe this is just my own personal, as someone surfing on the edge of 30 now, that like I'm just like, the kids are all right. I don't know. If I have a child and they want face tattoos, am I going to be like, sure, do it? Probably not. I would assume if you give birth to someone, the face that came out of your vagine is the one that you probably want to see for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And seeing, I would like to. Have you heard of Arnold is Dead? No. Arnold is Dead is a SoundCloud rapper, and he has a tattoo of Anne Frank over like most of the right side of his face.
That's not. I don't like that.
He must be a huge Neutral Milk Hotel fan. If you see that.
Oh no. Oh no.
I show this to you.
I don't
to say that it could be worse. Having always tired under your eyeballs is one thing, but having a gigantic portrait of Anne Frank. But you know what? Maybe he's just doing the most. Maybe we're all failing more. Maybe it's a moral failure for all of us to not have Anne Frank face tattoos.